Now the technique I'm going to show you here I've been using for years, and it works great for mini quilts, but also you can do it to larger quilts and hang them on the wall inside your home or in a bedroom anywhere, and it works fine. I've had a quilt hanging up on a wall now for several months and it hasn't come off. So I'm going to teach you how to do this. Super inexpensive and easy. You have your mini quilt. Let's set that aside and go over the other supplies. Here I have a tagboard or cardboard. You just need something that is paper, but that has some stiffness to it, okay? So a little tagboard, something like this, it's thin. And this is just cardboard. You can use the cardboard that comes in your pre-cut packs in the back. That helps keep everything kind of a little bit sturdier. So just save whatever little cardboard you have. All you're gonna need are like 2 really tiny little pieces anyways. So some type of paper, kind of stiff paper. Then you're gonna need some regular old Elmer's glue, an iron and an ironing board, and then the magic here are these command strips, and they come in all different sizes, and they'll even tell you how much they hold. I've just put in a bunch of leftover ones from other packs in here, but you can see that this one says it holds ½ of a pound. These ones here, they call them poster strips, and they say they're for picture hanging, so it doesn't have a set weight, but I find that these are some of the most affordable ones. You can even get these at the dollar store, and they hold up perfect for mini quilts. You can even use them on a bigger mini quilt than this. You just don't want to put too much weight on it because obviously they're made to hold posters. But we'll start off with these guys. There's also ones that have like this Velcro clip, and these are the ones that I use when I'm hanging larger quilts in my house. So the idea is that one side goes stuck on the wall and the other one goes stuck on the back of the quilt, so that these two, it's like hook and loop kind of, and when you crunch them together they hold. So this would be the quilt, and this would be the wall, and it would hold it up there. And then if you're familiar with these command strips, you just pull on here and it will peel it off of the wall, and there's no damage to your wall. So this is one of my favorite ways to hang quilts. It's quick, easy, inexpensive, and I frankly don't have time to be sewing sleeves to the back of my quilts, especially not to something this small. I just want to put it up there and have it lay nice and flat on the wall. So let me show you how it works. The first thing you're going to do is flip this over, decide how you want to orient this, and I think I'm going to hang it like this. So I'll turn it here. So I'm just going to put, you can even just do one, but if you want to put one on each corner for your mini quilt, that helps the corners lie nice and flat against the wall, so it'll be really flat against it. So I'm going to do 1 and 2. I'm going to get my cardstock, or tagboard or cardboard or whatever here, and I'm just going to cut out 2 little pieces. You don't even have to measure. I mean, this is just a foundation for the back of the quilt. So here are my 2 little pieces. And let me see if I move this. I think I wanted it like that. So the idea is that I'm going to put these 2 here. Okay? Now you take your glue and you glue these guys down. Some of you who are not familiar with glue basting might be thinking, there is no way I'm going to put glue on my quilt. Trust me, this glue, if you're using the same as I am, the Elmer's white glue here, it's washable. So if you ever decide to take it down from your wall, just peel this paper off and just give the quilt a little wash. But it's on the back side, so you're not really going to see it. All right, so I added glue there. I put that down, and now I'm going to bring my iron and ironing board over, and we're going to set it just like we would do with a glue basting technique. Obviously, you don't want to hold it there too long because it is paper, but that is going to set the glue on the back side of it so that this is not going to come off. And I can see that my iron is a little dirty. No big deal for this project. All right, so the same idea for the second one. Put a little glue, it doesn't need much. Set it in the other corner. And I'm just going to set it with a hot, dry iron. You don't want to add steam here because if we're using a paper product, the moisture is going to make it buckle and wrinkle and all kinds of stuff, okay? So there we go. We have those 2 corners set. Nothing is falling off. Now we're ready to install these command strips on here. And these little packs that I have here come with 8. And if you're using these ones, not the hook and loop ones that I showed you earlier, if they're just the regular poster ones, then you're only going to need 2. 1 for each one. It has 2 little sticker, like paper ones that need to be peeled off. And you'll see that when you turn it over, it tells you the wall side. This one should go towards the wall. So if this is going to go towards the wall, I know that I'm going to peel off the red and white side and place it right there. So this is sticky here. And I'm just going to place it close to the edge because I want those corners to hold nice and flat. and I just put it there. I leave the sticker on this side until I head over to my wall to place it right where I want it. Same thing for the other side. I peel off one side, flip it, and here. And notice, I'm not measuring. These don't have to be perfect. When you stick it on the wall, then you want to make sure that it's somewhat in a line. But for right here, it doesn't matter where it is. So just keep in mind that when you're cutting out either the cardboard or tagboard piece, that's the foundation for the little command strip, it just needs to be a little bigger than the actual strip that you're using. So if it's a longer one, make sure that you cut out pieces that are long enough to cover the entire space where this is going to be stuck on. All right, so our little strips are in place. Now all we need to do is head over to the wall and place it exactly where we want it, making sure that we peel these two little paper things off before we stick it to the wall. And then after I stick it on, I'll show you how it holds, and I'll also show you how to take it down and take this apart so you can see that there will be no damage to the wall that I'm hanging it on or to the quilt. All right, so I have a spot right here on my wall with a couple of other minis that are around it, and I think I'm going to put this one right here somewhere. Okay, so you can draw lines and you can put the laser thing and make sure that they're straight, but because I'm going to be kind of compiling a ton of minis on my studio wall here, I don't think it really matters. I'm just going to kind of eyeball the distance from the other one, eyeball the distance from here, and place it wherever I want to. This is meant to be a super quick and easy way to just get something on the wall. So again, we're just going to peel the little paper off the back. Of both of these, and now we're ready to stick it. Wherever we stick it, that's exactly where it's going to fall. So let me see, and boom. I just press right there, and my mini quilt is nice and flat and on the wall. Is that easy or what? All right, so there it is, and you can see that it's nice and secure. Even if I flap it like this, it's not going anywhere. So for a mini quilt, even a big one like this, I have this one on here using the exact same technique. And so are these. They're all stuck on there. You can see that for the little ones, I kind of just go ahead and put two, just like I did at the top. If it's a bigger quilt than something like this, then you may want to put some on the bottom corners as well. That might come in handy. But again, if you're just decorating a space or doing something quick, another option would be to prep the back of a mini quilt like this. If you're doing a swap or giving one as a gift, you can prep it, and remember, just leave the little back papers, and that way the recipient will know, you know, obviously give them some instructions, but you can tell them just peel a little paper backing and stick it wherever you want to. All right, so I think I've shown enough that that is stuck on there. It's not going anywhere. So now let me show you how to remove it. All right, so when you're ready to remove the quilt from wherever you had it, all you need to do is come under here and access where the little arrow of the command strip is. And I'm just going to pull on it all the way, all the way, all the way, and you see that it comes off the wall. So there's no damage to the wall, and the whole thing even came off of here. So let me remove the other one. I'm just peeling back that the little tagboard piece so I can access this kind of foamy handle. And you just pull straight down. It just comes off. So as you can see right there on the wall, there's no damage to the wall. There's no push pin holes, nothing. Okay, no hardware installed, nothing like that. So this now becomes garbage, but then I'll show you. All you need to do is peel this off. And if any of the paper comes off and on the quilt, remember that the glue is washable. And because it's paper, you just have to give this a quick wash and everything will come off. Now for me, because I just installed this one, I can see that the glue is still even a little bit wet. So that's kind of why it's kind of the paper's coming off of it. But again, the glue is washable. The paper or cardboard is going to be washable. So once you give this a good wash, you're not going to have any damage to the quilt because there's no holes. You didn't have to install any hardware. It's just some paper and some washable glue. And now, because I wanted to show you the complete process from hanging it up, taking it down, and seeing that there's no damage to your quilt, I went inside my house and I just wet the corners here and rubbed off the remaining paper and glue, and I just kind of squeezed out these two corners. So you can see that this has shrunk a little bit compared to the bottom corner because I didn't pre-wash my fabric. So I did want you to see that so you can see that I actually wet it. I rubbed off the remaining paper, rinsed off as best I could. I just kind of ran it under the kitchen sink, just a little faucet right there. And then I just let it dry out a little bit. So I'm going to hit it with an iron to finish. Yeah, it's pretty dry, just to get some of those wrinkles out from me wringing out the corners. But if this was a bigger quilt, you could just pop it in the wash and the dryer, the entire thing. But I just wanted to show you that so you can see that there's no damage, there's no residue, there's no holes in the quilt or anything like that. And as you saw earlier, there was no damage to the wall either. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the whole thing again because I definitely want to hang this on my wall. So real quickly, I'm going to prep this. And if you feel unsafe maybe about hitting the iron right there on the paper, you can always add some fabric on top first. Some type of a pressing cloth, which is fine, and then set. Let's head back to the wall so I can stick it right where I want it. And there it is, my foolproof and inexpensive way to hang your mini quilts on the wall. And that's it for this video tutorial. I hope you give my little hanging technique a try the next time you have a mini quilt or a wall hanging that you want to put up on one of your walls. Now, if you enjoyed this video tutorial, make sure to hit it with that thumbs up below, share it across the different social media sites, and don't forget to click the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. If you like the little turnstile quilt block and you want to make it from beginning to end, make sure that you click right here and I'll take you to the beginning of the video playlist where we learn how to make the quilt block and also how to hand quilt it. I'll also include links for that in the description box below this video, and I thank you again for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.